Oh, come and tell us what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
We're going
to
to
walk through with Kate?
Yes, we are.
I don't know.
You're speaking into...
I am speaking into my voice recorder.
Okay.
And, yeah.
And all the lights are on? And so what else do you have in your hand?
This is I call this my juju bag, and I have a lot of different things in here. I have some saint cards, and I have just various things for protection. I have different rocks. I have rosaries. I can take it all out for you if you like.
No, that's just interesting because I saw the little bag and...
I have my grandmother's handkerchief for protection. I have an evil eye protection. I have saint metals. I have rocks in here. Just a little bit of everything.
So has there been instances where this stuff has made you feel better? Because, I mean, something bad has happened?
No, actually, I have never had really a negative experience because I've always protected myself in advance, and I think that that's really and truly the key. We've already said protection prayers. We always do that before we go into any environment because that's how you protect yourself. And mainly, we don't want anything to attach to us or follow us home. And
because it's not the haunted mansion, we don't want a ghost to follow us home, right?
Exactly. In some cases, the energy that's in the place, it's harmless, but you never know what you're walking into.
Well, it's been at least an hour since we interviewed you. So in that last hour, has there been places that where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Where are you being pulled?
Well, I definitely would like to eventually get on the balcony. I would like to go upstairs into the dressing areas. I would like to, just for fun, I would like to go sit in the area where Elvis sat just for fun. And definitely, I love theater, so I would love to just go on the stage and just kind of be in that space.
Let's go.
So, let me turn this on and get it ready, and I have to say some things on here.
Okay.
So. Testing, 1, 2. I should have done this earlier, sorry. Volume?
Because today we've had lots of trouble with batteries and electrical.
I know, this is, okay.
Sorry.
Interesting, it didn't record, the volume wasn't up, and so it didn't record the testing part. It's funny. Testing.
Testing,
Okay, all right. This is Kate Eichert, MCPN. This is the Ector Theater. It is November 17th, and it is 8:24 doing my walkthrough. We are in the audit, or what did you call this? The
Lobby?
The lobby? Yeah, the lobby. The lobby of the theater. I'm an English teacher and I can't even find my words. Okay, so we are walking past the bathrooms. The bathrooms kind of have a little bit of an eerie energy. I don't know if it's just because so many people have gone in and out of the bathrooms. It could just be that. There's a lot of what I call energy trails, and that when I see energy trails, that's just because, like I was telling you earlier, so many people have come in and out of this place, and so it leaves like energy deposits, and it looks like a trail to me. That just signifies that people have been in and out of this space. Okay, and entering the theater. Right, I mean, like, right, I had to, anytime I stop like that, it's just because the energy changes, it shifts. It feels there's an extreme temperature shift right here too. I mean, that could just be because normal temperature shift, I don't know. To me, it feels much colder, like right here. taking a deep breath because I'm just feeling uneasy. I can tell you off the bat that whatever is here, it's nothing like evil or demonic or anything like that. So the energies that are in here are just hanging out, having a good time.
So you would say that they're positive, happy energies and not
Well, I don't know
sad?
about positive. I don't know about that, but I can tell you that their purpose here is not malevolent. They're not here to, it's not like The Exorcist.
One would,
Needed a
one would
priest
hope
and a
not.
young priest. So, now this is the general area where he sat, I think. So, I'm just going to sit over here and see if I can. Sense anything. Smell we're not wearing any perfume. We were told not to wear any perfume, but I'm smelling a fruity, floral, not fruity, more floral scent. It was like for a split second. Almost like perfume or talcum powder almost. It's been a lot of fun, good times in this place. A lot of people laughing and cheering and having a good time. Do you serve alcohol here?
There's been occasions where alcohol has been served here,
I'm
yes.
seeing like people like partying and like, woo, having a really good time. And I'm seeing like, this is so funny. I'm seeing like looks like someone who's married going off with someone else and it's not their wife.
Oh,
And they're like going, because he's like sitting somewhere, leaving his wife, sneaking off with someone else. Kind of strange. The things that you see.
that one I cannot confirm or deny, yes.
Let me get to the stage. I'm not really getting too much here. If Elvis was here, I'm not really making a connection. And there have been so many people that have come in and out of this place that it's kind of hard to track down.
Well, plus you have so many different significant time periods.
Right. And I mean, if he was here, it wasn't for anything big. So,
Okay, let's go to the stage.
okay.
I'm going to pause you.
I'm not going to say the name. What's the Scottish play? I'm not going to say it because that would be very bad. Now, this little area over here, would that have been where maybe musicians would be? Or is it just the way that the stage is shaped? That's an interesting little circle part.
Well,
There's two of them.
Yep. Musicians wouldn't have been there, being a movie theater, and since it was built in the 50s, it's way past. And so the heating and the air conditioning, if you look, are hidden.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I just thought that was kind of interesting how they're.
And from what I can, if you look too, I think some of this was an afterthought from when it was remodeled
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
because of the way this is done. Now, this stage was once redone. If you look over here, when they had Chicago and Beauty and the Beast, for a time in the 80s, I guess it was the 90s, late 90s, they put on plays, and so this stage used to spin.
Oh my gosh.
But the plays and didn't prove to be successful.
Well, before you told me if it was spinning, did some people get injured? There's some accidents on the stage. I'm not comfortable with this surface.
Well, I know of one person who got injured, but I know him quite well.
It'd really be neat if it spun still.
That would, you can see the dynamics.
Wow.
But that's part of the history of the change of the theater.
Okay, that is interesting. I've never been in a theater where, I've seen a lot of different configurations, but I've never been in one where a floor has been circular and it spins. That's very interesting indeed. Okay. And there are the rafters, but they're not really, there's not a catwalk. Okay.
There probably is. I've never been to it, but it would be behind the screen.
Okay. Does anyone have any fall? Have y'all had any history of falling or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Energy is just very creepy and eerie, and I feel like I'm being watched. Especially, I just saw something flash up there, in the top right, where the exit sign is on the right.
Mhm.
It was like out of the corner of my eye, which happens frequently. It was just like, whoosh.
I would agree with that statement compared to other investigations, yes.
It was just like, whoosh. And that's really cool. And I just got chill bumps. It's really cool because that hasn't happened in a while. When you see an actual physical apparition, it happens. And being a medium, it happens. But honestly, when I communicate with spirits, they usually they don't normally show themselves like physically in that way. They use other ways to communicate with me because I'm a medium. So that's really cool to see. That was really neat.
And it's just beginning.
It's just beginning. I feel like I'm being watched from the projection room too.
Okay.
I feel like someone's in there, like looking down. And the lobby too, even when I was just sitting in there by myself, I felt like I was being watched in there. And I even feel like there's someone or someone who's sitting and watching from the back or even the middle, somewhere in the seats. Like they're just like observing, and they're like, okay, like earlier, like, why are they wanting to document all this? Like, we figured out who you are and what you're doing. Why are you wanting to document all this? So now this part over here, we didn't go into, but I'm curious to go into that. I know you said that
Okay.
it's
We need,
into the upstairs, downstage left costume dressing area, and the energy feels. I've been to the one on the other side. I've been up there, but I have not been up here, and the energy feels very. I don't want to say dark, but not dark like in a negative way, but it feels much darker than it did on the other side. So there's something going on this side. There's some kind of energy has been over here, so I want to get up here so I can figure out what's going on.
okay. I agree 100% with what you have to say. Since you have the light, sir, you're first.
Sweet.
Zach, you've never been up here, have you?
No.
is a creepy space. Yeah. There's been someone up in here. Sometimes when I go in, or a lot of times when I go into spaces, I like to put my hand up and just, I'm picking up any residual energy that's here. It's really cold in here, but of course there's rock, it's mostly rock. This is the energy that's been in here. I'm picking up mail. And it likes, this is one of its favorite spots because it likes to hide. Likes to hide. But it also likes to, it comes out every once in a while. It likes that little door right there. Likes to rattle it and mess with it, and also likes to peek out. There's something about the stairs too. What is it about those stairs? It likes this little room. Been touching people on the shoulder, doing something. Last person who came in here said that they'd never come back up here.
Yeah, but here they are again holding the camera.
So, I don't know how this person was connected to this place, this space. Maybe worked here. Very protective of this space, very protective. Still feels like it's theirs in some way. I'm hearing like it's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
One thing that I was always so curious about is that the other room was redone. And even when this place was remodeled, this room was not redone.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're going to remodel a whole theater, why would
Why
you
would you leave this
leave
one
it
alone?
like this? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we believe that when you remodel a place, or anytime you remodel anything, you're digging up energy, you're digging up ghosts, and that ghosts don't like it when you renovate things, and maybe they left this room alone for a reason, who knows? But, I mean, look at the state of this room. This could not have been the original state either, right? Or, I mean...
Correct.
But you're right. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for them to just leave it like this when they did the other one. But you know, what's over here?
And watch the glass.
Okay. Yeah. This probably would have been the bathroom, right? Yeah. There's the plumbing. It's a lot of sadness. I'm feeling like sadness now too. I'm feeling like depression and sadness in this space. Like this, and the same energy, depression and sadness. I don't think that's why people like being in this space either, because they start to feel this way too. Okay, well, if y'all wanna, I'm good with this space.
Okay.
What is this on the wall?
Those used to be on the same as the other side.
Oh, with the mirrors
Lights,
and
the
everything.
mirrors.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So, I mean,
Now, the other thing I don't understand too is why this was a movie theater, unless, but you know, a lot of times in the 50s, well, more the 40s and the 30s, your stars went from city to city and opened up movies. And so there's instances of, like, say, Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland who went to like 400 cities and opened up their movies. So this could have been for that. But since it opened in the 50s, that practice was pretty much always
right,
done by then.
right. Yeah, that's interesting.
There had to have been live shows here at some point.
Right.
Well, and what you would do is before the movie, you know, you'd have people on stage and introduce all the notables. But Odessa, here, I'm going to stop this.